Steve Smith. First of all, what a wonderful game from you. Fantastic. Walk me through your mindset in this game and also the Portland Trailblazers game. You are determined and disciplined, and you look laser focused.
Just trying to keep my team afloat. Missing star player Bron, missing our starting point guard / two guard when Bron's in Dennis. So I'm just trying to keep the team alive, man. We in a tough situation. We control our own destiny. We got to make sure we control what we can control, and that's winning ball games. We win ball games. We're able to give ourselves a chance to not be in a play-in tournament. And my job is to lead this team on and off the floor, by my actions, verbally. I got to go out there and make sure I fill in that role and take on that pressure of carrying this team. I've done it for 7 years, 6.5 in New Orleans. So my mindset is to go out there and just be in killer mode the entire time.
Well, AD, you look right now and everybody's talking about the play-in game, the Los Angeles Lakers. Whether you guys are there or not, the type of games you're having right now, especially you leading them, is this a confidence booster for you guys? You're still missing a lot. LeBron, Dennis Schroeder,
Yep.
Kyle Kuzma. But how is this game as far as a team and for you on the confidence level?
We're all confident. We know the team that we can be. We know the team that we are when we play the right way. When we defend like we did tonight, team who's red hot. I think the Portland game, even though we lost, gave us some confidence. We played the right way, played hard. And that's what we got to do. We got to play hard, play harder than the other team, play with a lot of energy and effort on both ends of the floor. And we give ourselves a chance to win every night. That's all we can ask for until we get healthy. And most times than not, you're going to win those games. You play harder than the other team and you defend and rebound. So that's all we're doing. Everybody is sharing the basketball, next man mentality. We're not, one guy going out trying to do it all. Even though it looked like it for me, I'm finding the right guys and trying to get the team involved and let them, get their confidence, get their shots, and we play the right way. So it's fun. This is fun for us. This challenge is fun for us. We love the challenge to be in the position that we're in. So it's fun for me. It's fun for our team.
It's fun to watch, AD. Just want to say thanks. Appreciate you watching you play the way you played today. Go get you some rest, get in that ice bath because you were on that floor a lot.
Yes. I'm going right now, Steve.
All right.
Thanks. Thank you.
You can hear the exhaustion in his voice, man. Brendan, he gave them what they needed tonight, and that was everything.
AD gave him everything. He laid it all on the line tonight, and he was so good from an offensive standpoint, but what makes him unique is what he gives you defensively. Not too many bigs in this league can go out there and get 40 and then at a key moment in the game switch out on guys like Devin Booker and take away his airspace and not allow him to finish at the rim. That was a key possession that the Lakers had down the stretch where it seemed like Phoenix was building some momentum, and next thing you know, AD switches on D-Book. Book's looking for his jumper, and he can't get it off. They end up getting a bad shot that possession. That's what makes AD out there and give you that offense that he gave you tonight, but then he can still go out there and switch on the guys on the perimeter and make life hard on them as well.
Alex Caruso wound up with 8 assists tonight, but there are a lot of possessions for the Lakers without LeBron James or Dennis Schroeder on the floor where it really feels like there's no point guard. They're just sort of trying to figure stuff out.
Against the Suns team that's well coached from Monty Williams, they were throwing double teams from different ways. First, they were fronting him, and they were getting that lob over top and double teaming from the baseline. Then they were coming from the first guy. So for him and the Lakers, they're all adjusting to each other. I think Drummond is still struggling to figure out what he needs to do to help this team win and for him to play. And I think this matchup, anytime Anthony Davis gets double teamed, you're going to see big Marc Gasol minutes. So that's huge for their coach to see that, because I think he's a 7-foot passer to the other scorers like McLemore and KCP. He makes everything easy. And for this team, they know they can rely on AD for 4 quarters when they really need it. 3 quarters, I know a lot of 3-quarter guys. AD is a 4-quarter guy, and he's shown it tonight. So when Bron gets back, when Schroeder gets back, and you can score off your defense, you may not need 47, but if you can get 27 to 35, you're going to be all right.
Brilliant tonight. Anthony Davis was 42 for him, and a big win for the LA Lakers, who take it 123 to 110. With Davis leading the way. More on this game, more on the rest of the night around the NBA on this Sunday, including Jimmy Butler and the Heat, the first of 2 against Boston. Went well in the Garden. Also ahead, Derrick Rose and the Knicks continue to prove themselves away from home. Highlights all the way. 3 blocks. He had 15 of 17 from the free throw line alone.
How much did I say that he needed to get for them to get a win?
I think you said 12.
I said 40.
No, you said 40.
I said 40. Listen,
you were
I know
right.
what I'm talking about.
You were right.
50-50.
And the Lakers get the win over the Phoenix Suns. Suns drop a full 2 games back of Utah for the best record in the league and, of course, the West. The Lakers are game back of the Trailblazers, 2 back of the Mavericks for the 5th and 6th seeds, respectively. But remember, they don't have the tiebreaker against either of those teams. So add a number, basically, to both of those. Still looking like the 7th seed for the Lakers, but this was a significant development. We welcome you into Game Time presented by Kia from our Atlanta World NBA TV headquarters and other parts of the world where Brendan is. That's Channing Frye right there.
Yes.
I'm Matt. Good to have you with us. How significant a win, Channing, is this for the Lakers considering the state of affairs in LA right now?
I think this is good. You always want to end the season on some on a good note, and for me, this was that Anthony Davis game, right? We had seen this in the bubble. He's the most unstoppable guy in the Western Conference. I know that sounds crazy, but at his height, at his skill set, what he can do all over the court. At the end of the game, in the fourth quarter, they run the offense through him. Now, listen, you can't put a big guy on him because he could do this. And you can't put a small guy on him because if you watch in the first quarter, right, or even this right here, another big man, he's looking at a double team already. But he's just going to wait and find and be patient and find his shooters, right? You can put him all over the floor. And then right here, again, on the other side of the floor, you're just moving his spacing, and he's just big bodying, and he just got to get to his spot at the free throw line and shoot this little easy fadeaway from the paint. This guy is so dangerous when he's healthy and when he's aggressive, and the rest of the team needs to be ready to shoot like they were today. Ben McLemore right there, ready to shoot. Same with KCP. This team is dangerous, and adding Braun and adding Dennis Schroeder defensively, they are really, really good. I think tonight, at the beginning of the game, you saw them run some playoff runs, and that's what you call like a run, is where somebody goes and double teams the next best guy until the guy who you want to have the ball gets the ball. And Dario Saric got that a little bit. Frank Kaminsky had that, and they just weren't making plays. But I love the Suns fight, but this was a must-win for the Lakers, and they played like that tonight.
You know, Brandon,
can we go back to Anthony Davis, the most dominant player in the Western Conference?
He didn't say dominant.
I did not say dominant. I said unguardable. Unguardable.
So he's more unguardable than guys like Steph, Dame,
I
Luka,
think in a playoff series.
LeBron.
I think, okay, well, let's just say this. Anthony Davis tonight, with everyone out there, is unguardable. Steph is having a crazy year. He would be up there, but at his height, you can't double team him. Who are you going to double team him with? And he doesn't just rely on threes. Now, Steph is the greatest three-point shooter. That will be the only other guy I would say is unguardable. But at his height and his skill set, he can defend 1 through 5. He can play any position on the floor. He can post up. Steph isn't a post-up guy, but he is the greatest shooter of all time.
I think I like the way you phrased it before.
Y'all clip this off for me. I'm going to use this later on.
For who? Who else? Who else is there?
What are you working on another show?
What other shows you working on? You got to stick with the big man.
No, because when I'm right, I'm going to clip it and I'm going to send it to you. You know how we're petty like that. We send each other stuff like this.
I think the way you phrased it earlier was something about most difficult matchup in the Western Conference. I think that's maybe better than unguardable, because I get your point, because you bring in the defensive end as well. There's no way to really scheme your offense against Anthony Davis to take him out.
No. I mean, at the end of the day, Anthony Davis could play at 3, 4, or 5, right? I've seen him play with Trez. I've seen him play with Marc Gasol, Drummond, Braun. And then there's no one in the Western Conference at his size and skill set that you would say, you know what, I'm comfortable with him guarding him, 90% of the time. Even tonight, he had Ayton guarding him. He had Saric guarding him. He had Kaminsky guarding him. He had Crowder. He had Mikal Bridges. And he barbecued the whole team because he just knows what to do. He faces up on small guys, and he goes to work with his handles and skill set for big guys.
Pretty unguardable tonight with a season high 42 for Anthony Davis.
I'm on the phone with the Joker. He said he's the most unguardable force in the Western Conference.
Okay.
Yeah, Joke. I got you. I got to go back to doing the show.
So hold on. Should we show him the championship ring that Anthony Davis got last year? About how being
Joker would have one too if he played with LeBron.
Hey, he would. Hey, true that. Hey, listen.
I like when we go to prop comedy here on the show. Let's hear from Anthony
late.
Davis, who
It's
spoke
late.
to Smitty after his 42-point night.
These days in the league, and the Lakers, of course, the top 6 are auto qualifiers.